So I'd like to introduce you to the all-new redesigned 2013 Ford Escape. Give you a quick overlay of the change of the body style. They actually have something called kinetic design for the 2013 Escape. So what it means, it looks like the vehicle is in motion while it's standing still. It almost has a swept back look to it. If you just take a look at the headlights, they actually look like they are just flowing right off the vehicle. And speaking of the headlights, they do have HID headlights, which are 2.5 times brighter than your traditional halogen. And if you just want to take a look at this nice yellow hood release just on the side, so you don't have to spend time finding it, and just pop the hood for us, sir. So this is the 2-liter EcoBoost. Eco meaning we get great fuel economy, and Boost we get plenty of power. Fuel mileage rating is 41 miles per gallon on the highway and 29 in the city. Boost, we're going to have 240 horsepower and 270 pounds-foot of torque. But since this vehicle does have a turbocharger and direct fuel injection, we're going to have that torque pretty much all over that RPM scale. So if you're going to need it right off the line, off the red light, or if you're going to pass someone on the highway, it's always there. Something else Ford has is something called ePass, which is electric power assisted steering. So you don't have reservoir, you don't have any need to put power steering fluid in. It feels very floaty, very loose, doesn't feel like you're fighting against the steering wheel, and you don't hear that whining noise when it's cold winter mornings.
Okay.
Cool. Also, it does work in conjunction with something called drift control. So if you're going down the highway and you're driving on a crown, or if a big semi passes you and you feel that gust, it's not going to feel like you're fighting against the vehicle.
Excellent.
It's also going to save you in fuel economy as well. And you have something called active nibble control. So if you have a little snow in your rim, or if it's a little bit of out of balance, it's going to counter-react that and reduce that feeling of the shaking in the steering wheel as well.
Cool.
You have a 6-speed transmission, which is a select shift, so you can lock it in a chosen gear if you want to have a little bit of fun too. A couple new technologies in the engine. You have twin independent variable cam timing. So it actually, what that does is control the intake and exhaust valves at different times, and they adjust with speed and load. So what this is going to help us with is fuel economy and get up and go. And also it has something called aggressive deceleration fuel shutoff. So the engine will temporarily shut down when you're slowing down and start back up once you're speeding up. Yeah. And if you just want to close that hood for us. And come along this side, we have a wheelbase of 106 inches, which is 3 inches longer than the old Escape. And a couple safety technologies we have is advanced track with roll stability control. So it actually would monitor the wheel spinach of the tires and apply the brakes or reduce the engine power on the selected tire. And roll stability, if a bike were to fall ahead of you and you had to make an evasive maneuver around that bike, once again the vehicle with the throttle and steering angles get to adjust the power, apply the ABS brake so you don't roll over. And it does have curve control, so if you're going around a curve too fast, it will reduce you 16 kilometers an hour a second.
That's a good thing.
And the vehicle is 4x4. You don't have any buttons or switches to engage. It acts as 100% as a front-wheel drive vehicle to help you for your fuel economy, but it actually will monitor the back every 16 milliseconds. So it actually can engage quicker than you can blink your eye. And it goes one step further than that. It would actually anticipate if it needed 4x4 by calculating 60 inputs every 16 milliseconds as well.
Wow.
You have a heated side view mirror here with a system called Bliss. So if someone is in your blind spot, there's going to be a little light that's going to come on to let you know you shouldn't be changing lanes. And if you just want to sit in here, sir. If those seats, you want to just give them a touch there. Yep, those are actually made of post-industrial material as well.
Oh. And
the carpet is made of plastic bottles as well, if you want to give that a touch.
Really?
Another interesting thing, the instrument panel is actually made of foam injecting molding called MuCell. It's a microscopic cell within the plastic to help reduce the vehicle's weight. It actually saves about 1 pound of weight within the vehicle without sacrificing any kind of strength. And in the dash insulation, you have, it's all made of scrap cotton from jeans and sweaters and whatnot too. Yep.
Cool.
And if you actually just look to your right here, you have an umbrella holder, so it will also catch any change or your wallet if it falls out there. And you have 6 airbags in here. You have side curtain airbags, so if you ever are in a rollover, it's going to bring the airbags all the way to the people in the back and the front to prevent any limbs from coming out. And it works with personal safety systems. So the airbags will actually come out at you tailored to the individual, depending on how if your seatbelt's on or not, your weight, and other accordances. Okay, so if you want to hop out there. Then if you just want to open the back there, and we got plenty of room, and we also have an inverter, so you can plug in a laptop or
My toaster.
Your toaster, if you want. That's what you're into. If you just want to jump back there, sir, and notice the concave of the seats back there to give us a little bit more knee room. And if you just want to grab that and lean back a bit, these new Escapes, the back seats do recline as well. If you want to hop out here, just open this gas cap. You'll notice that there is no gas cap. It's actually something called Easy Fuel, so it prevents check engine light coming on and theft. If you actually want to try to stick your finger in there,
Okay.
you'd actually need a nozzle has the perfect diameter to press open the two tabs, and then
There's another one?
it just goes on in. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Then if you want to take a look at the keys, it's a push button start. So there's no key, and it's something called a hands-free liftgate. So if you want to have the keys there, and let's say you have sporting equipment, grocery bag, you can actually go to the vehicle with your stuff in your arm and give it a kick, and it's actually going to power up.
Wow.
Yep. So if you actually want to take a look right here, this is a heated back window, and it actually preheats the back windshield wiper blade, so you don't have to hear that annoying scratching.
Good idea.
And this can actually be set to a chosen position, so if the kids are coming in and out, you can just adjust it to the height, and you can hold that. If you want to hold that, sir, for a couple seconds until it starts to beep. Now it's always just going to go to that height.
Cool.
And the new Escape actually has a little bit of more room of cargo space. It actually has 1,920 liters of space as well. And you do have reverse vehicle sensing aids that will help us back up and parallel park, and will give us an indication if we're about to hit something. And if you notice here, we actually have a keyless entry system with a keypad, so you can personalize the system as well, and you can lock the vehicle. If you want to press the last 2 buttons there at the same time, it'll actually lock. So you can leave the vehicle running and grab a Tim Hortons or whatever need be. And then the vehicle can be locked, and it will identify if it's within a meter, so your keys can be in your pocket, and you can actually just grab that door handle and open it, and it will detect it. And we see here we have our power windows, power locks, and you have something called memory seats. So the seats will actually work in conjunction with the lumbar and the side view mirror. So if you and your wife are alternating driving, you can be 1, 2, or even 3. And if you just want to take a seat in there, sir. So you have knee airbags as well too, automatic lights, so they'll come on and shut off when need be. And if you guys want to look at that little system and press the button right there, it's going to light up, and a nice Ford emblem's going to come up. And what that is My Ford Touch. So it's a system that's separated into 4 different quadrants as well. So you're going to control your climate, your navigation, your phone, and you can also tell the system that to help you find a restaurant. So if you want to tap on the voice button right there,
please say a command.
all you can just say is, "I'm hungry."
I'm hungry.
Try saying a device name like phone, navigation, climate, or USB.
Give her one-
Asking what can I say will always bring up a list
Give her
of
one more
active
try.
commands. Listening support. Call
Give her a press the answer.
1-877-945-3648 or see the tip. Please say a command.
I'm hungry.
And where would you like to search? Nearby or in the city?
Nearby.
Say a line number.
2.
When ready, press the voice button and then say, set as destination.
Set as destination.
Setting new destination.
Pretty user-friendly.
It is.
And you have 5-way heated seats as well. You actually have a nice light intones that complement the black on the steering wheel, by the vents, by the shifter knob there as well too.
Cool.
And universal garage door opener here as well too, so you can set your garage and you don't have to have a big clunky garage door opener there. And if you look above you, you actually have a nice big sunroof as well.
Cool.
The steering wheel does telescope, so you can actually pull it towards yourself and give her a pull or pull away. And that's the 2013 Escape.